Most people know that whistleblowers have state and federal protections when reporting things like fraud, abuse of authority, or threat to public health.
But following a CBS 13 investigation into the state's COVID testing lab and its $1.7 billion contract with PerkinElmer, Julie Watts reveals the company is now effectively suing one whistleblower and indicating it'll sue others.
That lab should be shut down.
It began with one whistleblower and quickly evolved into many, with allegations about the state's new COVID testing lab that they say pose a significant risk to public health.
Samples would go missing, or they would be switched.
Unlicensed, unsigned-off people who were operating instruments.
The staff were very untrained and unsupervised.
CBS 13 obtained documents that back up the allegations that whistleblowers reported to us and in some cases to regulators.
Yeah, I complained to management and I got 0 emails back.
Most asked that we conceal their identities out of fear of retaliation. But Dr. Manaz Salam agreed to show her face.
They really want public to know that this lab should not continue operating like this.
Now PerkinElmer is suing Salam, along with 25 other unnamed defendants who they can choose to name later. The lawsuit alleges that Salam emailed herself proprietary information in violation of a confidentiality agreement, alleging she and the unnamed defendants are using that information to PerkinElmer's competitive disadvantage, though the lawsuit acknowledges they don't know who the other defendants are.
They're jeopardizing people's life. The public deserves to know what's going on in their state lab, and everybody deserves to have correct results.
Whistleblowers say the documents we've revealed are of no value to competitors, but instead expose lab practices that they say pose a risk to public health.
Every patient sample deals with somebody's life.
Now, whistleblowers are protected under state and federal regulations, and some say they have filed complaints with the Federal Office of the Inspector General because they don't trust the state's investigation.
It's a conflict of interest.
Several whistleblowers say they believe the lawsuit is an intimidation tactic to keep more people from speaking out. Solomon insists the case has no merit. We asked CDPH today if the agency will allow PerkinElmer to sue employees who filed whistleblower complaints and if it supports the lawsuit against lab employees who voiced their concerns about the risk to public health. In response, the agency said CDPH is reviewing the lawsuit and has no further comments. One more reason whistleblowers say they want an independent forensic investigation of the CDPH PerkinElmer policies, procedures, and COVID test results.